Have you ever looked around your home and felt overwhelmed? Like the walls are closing in, not with memories, but with stuff? My friends, decluttering at our age isn't about throwing things away. It's about gently peeling back the layers of what no longer serves us. It's about creating room to breathe, to move freely, and to find peace in the place we call home. You see, we've spent decades keeping everything just in case. We've held on to items because of what they once meant. But now this is our time. A time for comfort. A time for clarity. Today, I'd like to walk with you through your home. Not rushing, not judging. Just noticing. Room by room. Memory by memory. We'll explore what still brings you joy and what might be ready to be lovingly released. Because decluttering isn't about loss. It's about making space for the next beautiful chapter of your life. 1. Decorative items that no longer bring joy. Let's start in your living room, the heart of your home. Over the years, you've collected figurines, travel souvenirs, framed photos, and gifts from loved ones. Once, these treasures told your story. But now those shelves are full. Those tabletops are crowded. The energy feels heavy instead of warm. Take a moment. Look around slowly. Which pieces still make you smile when you see them? Which ones still whisper your story? That music box from your mother? The seashell from your 40th anniversary trip? The photograph that still makes you chuckle? Choose just 2 or 3 precious items to keep on display. The rest, it's okay to let them go. Pack them away, donate them, or pass them along to someone who'll appreciate them as much as you once did. When you clear that visual clutter, something wonderful happens. Your home feels calmer. The pieces that truly matter can finally shine. Remember, you're not erasing your past. You're honoring it by choosing what still brings you peace today. 2. Furniture that no longer suits your life. Now about that dining table with 10 chairs. That oversized china cabinet. That worn recliner tucked in the corner. These pieces once served a purpose, didn't they? Family dinners. Holiday gatherings. Grandkids running through the hallways. But ask yourself honestly, does this furniture still meet your needs today? Or is it just collecting dust and making your home harder to navigate? Have you noticed how that favorite armchair is now hidden behind furniture you rarely use? How getting from the kitchen to the living room feels like an obstacle course? You deserve to move freely in your own home. You deserve a layout that feels open and welcoming. Keep only the pieces that are truly comfortable, useful, and beautiful to you now. If that hutch or table holds sentimental value, take a photograph of it, then pass it along to family who would treasure it too. The freedom you'll feel when you simplify, it's like taking a deep breath after holding it for too long. 3. Bulk items and stockpiles that no longer make sense. Step into your pantry with me for a moment. Those 30 rolls of paper towels. That giant jar of mayonnaise. Those dozens of canned goods that could feed an army. I understand why we shop this way. For decades, we managed busy households. We prepared for every possibility. Being ready meant being responsible. But our needs have changed, haven't they? We're not cooking for 5 anymore. We don't need endless supplies. Those heavy containers are hard to lift. Items expire before we use them. And all that stockpiling? It creates more stress than security. What if, instead, you kept just what you need for the next couple of weeks? Make a simple shopping list. Consider using grocery delivery. It's convenient and saves you the trip. You deserve a pantry that feels organized and manageable. Trust yourself to get what you need when you need it. Less bulk means less burden, and in its place more ease, more space, and more peace. 4. Kitchen gadgets you rarely or never use. Let's open that kitchen drawer, you know the one. It's filled with gadgets you forgot you owned. That waffle maker from the 80s. The avocado slicer you used once. The bread machine gathering dust in the back of the cabinet. Here's a simple truth. A good kitchen only needs a few reliable tools. A sharp knife. A sturdy cutting board. A couple of good pans. But somehow we collect specialized tools thinking someday I'll use this. And that someday rarely comes. Every extra appliance takes up space, not just in your kitchen, but in your mind. It makes cooking feel more complicated than it needs to be. If you haven't touched something in over a year, chances are you won't miss it. Keep what you use regularly, and let the rest go. Your kitchen should reflect your current needs, not your past intentions. It should be a place where preparing meals feels like an act of love, not labor. 5. clothing that no longer fits your life or body. For many of us, the closet is the hardest place to tackle. We hold on to dresses worn once, shoes that pinch our feet, suits from careers we've retired from. We keep outfits, just in case we return to some former version of ourselves. But here's the beautiful truth. You're not who you were 20 years ago. You've grown. You've changed. You've earned the right to feel comfortable and confident in the clothes you wear now. When you open your closet, it should feel like a reflection of the woman or man you are today, not a museum of who you used to be. Keep only what makes you feel good, physically and emotionally. Keep what fits well, feels soft, and brings a smile to your face. As one dear friend told me, the day I gave away my high heels was the day I finally stood tall. You deserve a wardrobe that fits not just your body, but your life, and you deserve to open your closet and feel nothing but ease and joy. 6. Duplicate items you'll never use all at once. Now about those extras, the second slow cooker, the third set of measuring cups, the drawer full of identical spatulas. Over time, we collect multiples of the same thing. Maybe we forgot we had one. Maybe we thought we needed a backup. But now those duplicates just make cabinets harder to navigate and drawers harder to open. You might even avoid using certain spaces because they feel too crowded. This isn't about scarcity, it's about clarity. When you keep only what you truly use, everything becomes easier to find and more pleasant to handle. Try this. Pick your favorite version of each item. The mixing spoon that feels right in your hand. The towel set that's still soft. The dish set that brings you a little joy. Let the rest go. Donate those extras to someone starting out, perhaps a young person setting up their first apartment or a local shelter. Your overflow could be someone else's blessing. 7. Hobby supplies from projects you've moved on from. We all have creative phases. Maybe it was knitting, painting, woodworking, or scrapbooking. At some point, the inspiration was strong, and the supplies began to pile up. Now you have fabric never cut, brushes barely used, or bins of craft materials still in their packaging. Here's what many people quietly confess. Seeing those supplies doesn't bring joy anymore, it brings guilt. Guilt for projects never finished. Guilt for money spent. Guilt for not being who you once imagined you'd be. But listen carefully. You are allowed to grow beyond an interest. Letting go of a hobby doesn't mean you failed. It means you've evolved. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago, and that's perfectly okay. If you have supplies you no longer use, consider donating them to a school, a local art group, or a church program. Someone out there is ready to create, and your tools could become part of their new beginning. Keep only what still inspires you. This is your season to enjoy, not to carry creative burdens from the past. 8. Sentimental items with no clear place or purpose. This may be the hardest category. Things that hold memories. Old letters, birthday cards, your mother's china, a baby blanket from your grown child. These aren't just objects, they're pieces of your life, and they deserve care. But when every item becomes sacred, the truly important ones get lost in the pile. Eventually, the weight becomes heavy, not just on your shelves, but in your spirit. You're not throwing away love when you let go of a keepsake. You're choosing to honor a few memories more deeply rather than drowning in many. One friend of mine chose her favorite 10 photographs, framed them beautifully, and let go of boxes of blurry, forgotten prints. She said her home felt lighter, but somehow fuller. Consider scanning old photos or writing down the memories tied to special items. Then pass the physical objects on to family members who would treasure them. Your story will not be lost. It lives in you, in the lives you've touched, and in the peace you now choose. Let go with love. You're not erasing the past. You're setting it free. 9. Expired medications and half-used toiletries. Let's peek into your medicine cabinet and bathroom drawers. You might be surprised by how many expired medications, old lotions, or nearly empty bottles are still sitting there. It happens to all of us. We hold on, thinking we might use them again. But they just stay tucked away, forgotten. Old medications can be unsafe. Expired prescriptions may lose their effectiveness or even cause harm. That face cream from 10 years ago, it's probably no longer good for your skin. Take a few minutes to go through everything. Check expiration dates. Keep only what you actively use and know is still good. The rest can be safely discarded. Your local pharmacy, may even offer a medication take-back program. Cleaning out this space has more impact than you might expect. Your bathroom becomes easier to clean. Your daily routine feels more organized. Most importantly, you feel in control, not overwhelmed. You've done enough in your life to earn comfort and ease. You don't need to navigate through clutter every morning. You deserve a clean, simple space where every item supports your well-being. 10. Extra towels, bath mats, and bathroom decor. Have you ever opened your linen closet and been greeted by towers of towels, most of which you never use? Or looked around your bathroom and realized there are more candles, extra mats, or baskets than you need? Bathrooms are often small, and too many extras can make them feel crowded and chaotic. Simplifying your bathroom is one of the quickest ways to refresh your entire home. Keep just a few soft, absorbent towels that you love. One extra bath mat is more than enough. Let go of decorative items that no longer bring joy or serve a purpose. A calm, uncluttered bathroom is easier to clean, safer to move around in, and more peaceful to start and end your day. One friend shared that she let go of half her towels and suddenly had space to breathe when opening the closet, a small change that made a big difference. Your bathroom should feel like a little retreat, not a forgotten storage room. Choose what brings comfort and let go of the rest. This is your space to relax and restore, and you deserve to walk in and feel a quiet kind of joy. 11. Gardening tools you no longer use. You may have spent many lovely afternoons in your garden, planting flowers, pulling weeds, watching tomatoes ripen in the sun. That patch of earth brought you great peace over the years. But if your knees ache now, or your hands don't quite grip like they used to, it's okay to recognize that your relationship with gardening has changed. The tools, the heavy bags of soil, the dozens of empty pots, they might still be sitting in the garage or shed, waiting for a season that may no longer come. And every time you see them, you may feel a small pang of guilt or pressure. Let's shift that feeling. What if you let go of the things that no longer support your life today? Keep one or two tools you still enjoy using, maybe a small spade or a pair of gloves for planting herbs. The rest you can give to someone just discovering the joy of gardening, a neighbor, a school, a community garden. You're not giving up, you're choosing a new way to spend your energy. Maybe it's a few potted plants on your porch instead of a full backyard. Maybe it's simply admiring nature instead of tending to it. You've already planted so much beauty. Now let yourself rest and enjoy the view. 12. Outdated books and magazines. Books can be some of the most personal and cherished items we collect. They hold ideas, stories, and comfort. But over time, shelves fill up. You might have novels you finished years ago, outdated magazines stacked in corners, or guidebooks from trips long since taken. Holding on to books we've outgrown can unintentionally crowd out the space for books we still love or want to discover. If your shelves feel packed and your reading list feels overwhelming, it might be time to gently sort through what you have. Ask yourself, would I read this again? Does this still bring me joy or value? If the answer is no, that's okay. Let those books find a new home. Libraries, senior centers, or secondhand shops would be thrilled to receive them. You can keep a small, curated collection of the books that truly speak to your soul. The ones you return to again and again, the ones that feel like old friends. Everything else can be passed along with love. Your home is not a library. It is a reflection of your current self. And sometimes, letting go of old pages makes room for new chapters. 13. Extra bathroom accessories and decor. Bathrooms tend to collect more clutter than we realize. You might have extra towel racks, decorative soaps you never use, baskets full of unused items, or mats that haven't been washed in ages. While these things once seemed useful or pretty, too many can turn a calming space into a chaotic one. Simplifying your bathroom accessories can give you back a sense of peace. Choose one or two items that are both beautiful and functional. A soft towel in your favorite color, a candle that still makes you smile, a basket that actually holds what you need. The rest? Let it go. As for those extra bath mats, faded shower curtains, or half-used organizers, they're only adding noise to a space that should feel serene. Your bathroom is where you start and end your day. It should support you, not distract you. A decluttered space here can actually improve your mood, your energy, and even your sleep. This is not just about tidiness, it's about self-care. You deserve to walk into a room that feels light, clean, and comforting. Let it be your little sanctuary. 14. Unused sports or exercise equipment. Treadmills that became laundry racks. Dumbbells that gathered dust in the closet. Yoga mats rolled up for years. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many of us keep exercise equipment with the hope that one day we'll return to it. But if that day hasn't come, it might be time to be kind to yourself and let those things go. Holding on to unused gear often brings more guilt than motivation. It silently tells you what you're not doing instead of supporting who you are right now. You don't need fancy machines or heavy weights to stay active. A daily walk, gentle stretches, a bit of dancing in the living room. That's more than enough to keep your body moving and your spirit bright. If you have equipment that no longer fits your routine or feels too difficult to use, donate or sell it. Let it go without shame. You're still caring for your health, but in a way that works for your life today. There's no prize for keeping old workout tools. The real reward is listening to your body and choosing joy over pressure. 15. Holiday decorations you no longer use or enjoy. Let's talk about something that touches the heart, holiday decorations. For many of us, these aren't just objects in a box. They're pieces of memory wrapped in tissue paper and stored in closets and garages. That Christmas angel that once sat on the tree while your children opened gifts. The Thanksgiving centerpiece you brought out every year since your spouse was still alive. The box of Valentine's Day hearts from when your grandchildren were small. But over time, something changes. The decorating becomes more tiring. The boxes feel heavier. The joy starts to mix with a little sadness. Maybe the holidays don't look the same anymore. Fewer people come over. Some loved ones are gone. Some traditions have gently faded away. And yet, the decorations remain, stacked high in bins, quietly waiting for a season that no longer comes in quite the same way. You're not alone if you feel unsure about letting them go. There's a part of you that thinks, if I give this up, am I giving up the memory? But I want to tell you this, from one person to another. Letting go of an item does not mean letting go of what it meant to you. The love remains. The memories stay with you. They're not in the snow globe or the tinsel. They're in your heart, in your stories. Start with one bin. Open it slowly. Pick up each item and ask yourself, does this still bring me joy, or is it here out of habit? Keep the pieces that warm your heart. That handmade ornament from your daughter. The old menorah that still glows with meaning. The wreath that makes your door feel like home. These are treasures. But the rest, the faded lights, the broken figurines, the entire collection of themed table runners you haven't used in years, it's okay to bless them and pass them on. Consider giving some decorations to family members who might love them as much as you once did. Or donate them to a local community center, a church, or a thrift store where someone starting new traditions will be thrilled to find them. One friend told me she used to keep 8 bins of Christmas decorations. It took me hours to put everything up and even longer to take it down, she said. Now I use one box, one small box, and I love every single thing in it. You see, there's a freedom that comes from simplifying, not just in space but in spirit. You're not decorating less because you care less. You're decorating in a way that fits your life now, that honors your energy, your time, and your heart. Your joy doesn't live in plastic storage boxes. It lives in music, in laughter, in the smell of something baking, in the faces of the people you still hold close. And even if your holidays are quieter now, they can still be full of light, full of peace, and full of meaning. So when you look at those decorations this year, ask yourself, what do I truly love? What feels like me right now, in this beautiful season of life? Keep only that, because my friend, you've earned the right to make room for peace and let go of pressure. You're not letting go. You're making space. Conclusion. My dear friend, if you've made it this far, I want to take a quiet moment to say something important. You're not letting go of things. You are making space for peace, for clarity, for yourself. This journey is not about tossing things out. It's about honoring your life. Every drawer you've sorted, every memory you've touched, every item you've chosen to keep or release, each one is a step toward a home that fits who you are now, not who you used to be. And who you are now. You are wise. You are strong. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to choose ease over obligation. You are allowed to let your space breathe. You've spent a lifetime giving, building, and caring. Now it's your turn to receive space, stillness, and simplicity. You're not meant to carry it all anymore. You've done enough. You are enough. So take your time. One shelf. One moment. One breath at a time. There's no rush. There's no perfect. There's only what feels right for you. And if something inside you feels lighter now, just a little, then know this. That is freedom taking root. That is your soul whispering, thank you. If this message spoke to your heart, I gently invite you to share it with another person walking the same path. And if you'd like to keep walking together, you are always welcome here. Until next time, take good care of yourself. You are deeply valued, and you are never, ever alone.